Good morning, you guys. Working from home this morning. I'm about to jump on our Monday morning. I have a Teams meeting. So what that means is myself, my two coordinators, we all get online here on Microsoft Teams and we have a meeting and we talk about the weekend and what happened with patients and all the scenarios. We talk about upcoming assessments and start of cares. So we're all aligned. We rotate who's on call. I was on call this weekend, but I'm always on call because it's my company, right? I like to be involved, but I do have to create some kind of work play balance, I guess. I need to take care of myself too, and that's important, especially with getting back onto the 5-in-1. So we are officially going to start rotating, and I will do my very best on the weekends as best as I can when I'm not on call to take time for myself, because working as much as I do is a passion, because this company is just exploding and I want it to continue. But I also know that I can't run myself in the ground and I cannot do that because that doesn't benefit anybody. So about to do that, just made my coffee with hot chocolate, as you saw. I will, after my meeting, jump in the shower, get dressed, and then I have to be on the road. I have new clients to see. I just got another referral, so busy. So I will be bringing Fuelings with me. I will show you as the day goes on what I eat. And then when we come home later, we'll make lean and green together. I'm going to do very simple, just like I did way back when. So I'm going to choose a protein. I'm going to choose my veggie. And if I need a healthy fat, depending upon what kind of protein I choose, I will be adding that. I'm going to try very hard not to add in a ton of condiments if I don't need them, but if I do, it's part of the program. I'm just going to do this as simply as I can. I am not looking for crazy recipes for my lean and greens. I'm not looking to utilize a lot of cheese. That is something that is a trigger for me. I notice that when I eat a lot of recipes that have cheese, I tend to want more. Cheese also, if you look it up, it's quite interesting. Cheese gives you a dopamine hit, which means that you get that happy, good feeling in the brain, similar to when someone has an addiction to alcohol, drugs, anything. That dopamine hit that you get, it keeps you wanting more. And cheese is known to do that. So if any of you out there struggle with cheese, just know that that's part of what it is. And that's why, you open a bag of shredded cheese, you use a little, then you might want more, then cheese is calling your name. Way back when I was a health coach for Optavia, that was something that across the board was told to me over and over by clients, that when they ate cheese, they always wanted more and they noticed cravings. I had a client one time who couldn't even open a bag of shredded cheese without eating at least half the bag, if not more. So for me personally, I know it's a trigger. That's something that you should all really try to be self-aware of. Know your triggers, right? So if you struggle with eating cheese and limiting it, try not to do it. Just try. Doesn't mean you have to forbid it forever and ever, but again, we want to be successful. I want to be successful. And I know cheese could be something hard for me. When I eat Laughing Cow, the Laughing Cow light cheese, one wedge is a condiment. I have no problem with that. It's the minute I cut into a chunk of cheese or open a bag of shredded. Also be aware, and I don't know how many of you know this, but a bag of shredded cheese has added potato starch in it. And you wonder why, right? Why would somebody, a company, add potato starch to cheese? Well, shredded cheese on its own will stick together. It glutenates. And if you don't add something in it, it'll just clump together. Nobody wants to buy a bag of shredded cheese that looks like a ball of shredded cheese. So these companies add potato starch. It's kind of like baby powder, right? You sprinkle baby powder on it and everything is not clumping together. That's what they do to shredded cheese. So for those of you who eat cheese in a recipe or what have you, buy a block and shred it yourself. You'll be in a much better way, right? We don't need the extra starch. And if you look on the box or bag of shredded cheese, you'll notice that there's always carbs. That is because they add that starch in. So normally cheese shouldn't hardly have any carbohydrate, even though its protein is whey and curd and things like that. It's normally, but not always, the powder that they add into it, the potato starch. Also, there are cheeses that are better for us, right? So you want to look for a hard aged cheese. Parmesan, one of the best. Goat cheese also, which is not always a hard cheese, but it's also really good as far as what its components are. So don't always go for the low fat mozz. That's a big trigger, especially for those that cannot or have difficulty restraining themselves from that darn bag of cheese. So for me, simplicity, that is the way I'm going. Like I said, a lean protein, my veggies, a healthy fat, done. So this time around, I am going to do exactly kind of like the routine that I had my original go around, which was Fuelings, not adding a ton of things. I'm not going to be hacking anything because the program works. We all know that. And I feel like for me, when I start hacking Fuelings and making them into different things and doing all these things and adding things, that's part of my demise because it creates things that you're not supposed to do with the Fuelings. If you really are invested in yourself and you read the program, it says right in there, here's your fueling. Add 3 tablespoons of water, throw in the microwave for 60 seconds, done, right? It doesn't mean we should be adding baking powder, this and that, and this and that. I feel like the best way to utilize condiments and things, truly, just for me, is if I want those things, I should add it to my lean and green. The Fuelings are already complete, right? So I don't want to be adding. I don't want to be mixing Fuelings, adding, like I'm not doing it because I just want to get to my birthday, right? I want some weight to come off. So when I turn 55, I feel good, most important, and I look good. And that's how I'm going to get there. I'm going to do the program as it's written and nothing more. So this should be a fun ride, you guys. All right, so I'm going to go. I have 2 minutes to get on my call. I'm going to do that now, and then I have to get ready to get out in the field. So I will see you on the road. All right, guys, so before I head out the door, I did make a packet of this. I have a container that I'm going to put this in so that this stays nice and hot. It's like a little mini thermos. This is the tomato herb pasta. Looks like beefaroni, if you're familiar. It's delicious. I like it. And it's cold out today. We went from hot to cold. This weather is just nuts. So anyway, I'm going to put this in my to-go container, and I am hitting the road, and I will see you at fueling number 3. This will be fueling number 2 for the day. So this is the little container that I'm going to put this into. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. There's a little bit of an air vent here if you need it. And it's 2 containers in one. So you have one here, and then you have one on top. Let me pop this open and show you. Oh, so there you go. It's stackable. So I'm going to pour this in here, and then I might make another fueling and put it in here, cap everything together, and take it with me. So yeah, if you have a Lidl or an Aldi, this is where you get it. All right. So again, see you on the road. All right, guys, I'm going to eat this brownie that I brought with me Fueling number 3. Having a great day. Staying focused. So, yep, I'm on the road and I'm just drinking this. So I filled this up with water and one of those little Skittles sugar-free packets. This is just a little less than half. I'm on the road, so I'm going to drink it. All right, guys, it's almost the end of the day and I have a surprise. I have a client that needs a couple of hours of help in between. They're 2 caregivers and I don't have anybody right now to do it. So I'm doing it. Bringing this, I just made it. It's a salad with 7 ounces of tuna and some light ranch for my healthy fat. And I have a tablespoon of fat-free feta from Trader Joe's in there. Hi, Brett. Oh, guys, I'm stressing, but I'm staying focused. So I'm going to pack my bag. I have the rest of my Fuelings for the night. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film in there. So if in the event I can't, the rest of my night is going to be red berry O's and a chocolate shake I'm going to bring with a shaker cup. And that will conclude my day. I'm sorry. This was just complete last minute. I have to fly out of here and drive a half-hour away to get to my client. And so my weigh-in days will be Wednesday, just so you know. And thanks for sticking with me today, guys. The nurse duty calls. I'm out. I love you. Have a great day. Bye.